The sheep has been away from home for 6 years. They had to put effort to shake off his heavy wool. When people find him, the wool has covered the sheep's body. Only half of his face is revealed. We can tell that his wandering life these past few years has been extremely difficult. The sheep didn't want the owner to shave off his wool, so he decided to escape from the farm. The wrong choice made him live without support. At first, he had the will to be free, but now his life has turned into a mess. He can't even pay for a haircut. We heard that the local rescue team saved him from the cliffside. People guessed that the reason he wasn't eaten in the wild is probably because of his thick wool. Anyway, even he doesn't know how to deal with it. Right now, he looks like a walking blanket. To help him be a sheep again, the farm owner decides to free him from the burden he's carrying. But the heavy thick wool on his body makes it difficult for the sheep to move. They need the strength of 2 people to bring him down. Due to loss of balance, the sheep falls down. The other sheep look at him for a while, yet they fail to realize that he's also a sheep. Even the dog, which is introverted now, runs out to watch. At the moment, the sheep can't help but lower his head. He has lost his arrogance that year. Leading a wandering life for many years changes his appearance. The thick wool weighs heavily, making it difficult for the sheep to breathe. It's also not easy for him to see clearly. However, he finally gets home. The owner then shaves off all the wool to remove his burden. The amount of wool gradually accumulates and attaches to his body. The owner is old, so he can't help but feel exhausted when he does the work. Half an hour later, his head is finally revealed. The sheep was docile during the whole process. He just sits still and obediently enjoy this. Because the sheep's wool hasn't been shaved for 6 years, most of that has stuck together in large patches. His owner can only use scissors to cut them off. Then he continues by using the shaver. After 2 hours of shaving, the sheep finally gets rid of the heavy wool he has carried for 6 years. After pruning a few times, they shaved more than 35 kilograms of wool. It's hard to imagine how his life has been during these past years. In order to prevent the sheep from getting a cold after shaving, the owner gives him a new outfit, then brings him back to where he was 6 years ago. At the moment, the sheep is so hungry. As soon as he sees the grass, he begins to eat a lot. The wandering life makes his face imprinted with the traces of time. At the moment, he finally comes back home. Fresh grass is still the same taste. Every piece he eats, he can't help but feel so happy. Looking at the old house that is both familiar and unfamiliar to him, he starts thinking about his choice 6 years ago. The world outside is interesting. His eyes are filled with different memories. His baby face has also become wrinkled with time. In the herd of sheep, he looks so lonely. And he knows the reason. Time flows like water. The story of 6 years ago feels like it was just yesterday. But he soon ceased to be the sheep of the past. This is a steep cliff, 20 to 30 meters tall, and its slope is up to 80 to 90 degrees. A black goat gets stuck on the ridge of the cliff. In this difficult situation, once you fall, there's definitely no way out. According to the people around, the black goat has been stuck there for 10 days. Because the goat has a unique texture of the hooves, so she often climbs up and down, and even live on cliffs. The rescue team assumes if she's living on that cliff. But this assumption is quickly disproved. Because if she lives like this, she can't stay up there for 10 days in a row. And it seems that the black goat is slowly moving, with the desire to get out of this place. Yet she retreats before he can take 2 steps. The space under her feet is too small. She can't sit down to rest. On the opposite cliff, there are her companions. She screams, hope to get some help from her friends. The goat's friends hear her. They quickly run down, but the cliff is too steep. They can't do anything, apart from seeing the goat in trouble from afar. The doctor says, looking up from this angle, he can see that the goat's belly has swollen. It's highly likely that she's pregnant. Rescuers begin the rescue. The plan is to start from above, and gradually go down to the goat's position. Then puts him in the grid. Also, to prevent the goat from falling, they spread some tarps on the bottom. Everything is ready. Rescuers slowly slide down, but the net suddenly breaks. The goat falls down the mountain, from a height of about 20 meters. She doesn't fall on the thick mattress, but luckily, the net holds her. Then the vet gives her a checkup right away. Her heartbeat and breathing are normal. To verify the vet's original conjecture, they quickly examine the goat's womb. Indeed, there are signs of having a baby goat, standing there for 10 days without eating or drinking. So, she just lies motionless. Her pulse is weak. The vet says she looks fine, but still needs another checkup. They give the goat water to drink, then take her back to the hospital for a careful examination. Through the ultrasonic screen, they can see the baby goat in her womb. The doctor informs them that she has 2 baby goats now, and is about to give birth. The baby goat's condition is stable. The doctor then examines thoroughly both the mother and her baby goats again. They are all safe. The doctor thinks it's a miracle that both the mother goat and her baby goats are safe. Because when examining the mother goat's womb, he finds it empty, stuck on a cliff without eating, and had no place to move and rest. But the mother goat still Tried to survive even when she didn't eat or drink for 10 days. Because of her babies, motherhood is truly great. After a few days of treatment, the black goat has fully recovered. Today is the day she returns to the wild. Her home is still that hillside. And her friends are there too. As soon as people open the cage, the black goat runs to her friends. They have been waiting for her for a long time. The man watches the goat's happy reunion from afar, then expresses that rescuing this pregnant mother goat is the most meaningful thing he has ever done in his life. Everyone says horses can understand humans. It seems to be true. The man saved the wild horse, so his friend comes to thank him. A horse walks strangely and keeps following his friend. It's clear that he's in trouble. Fortunately, an animal protection staff finds him in time to save the horse. The staff member gives him an anesthetic. The horse's friend notices the rescuer, yet he just quietly stands at the side. Zoom in the camera, we can see that the horse's front leg is tied by an iron rope. No wonder his gait is so weird. The rescuer immediately uses the pliers and cuts it off. Due to being tied for a long time, the iron wire is pinned to the horse's flesh. The poor horse has had to endure excruciating pain every day. After the iron wire is cut off, the horse's friend feels so grateful that he rubs the rescuer's face, as if he is extending his gratitude to the staff who saved his friend's life. What a smart horse. Now, for the kindness of the rescuer, let's give him a heart button and comment, "May you achieve instant success" below. In the future, you will get what you want. May all that you do go smoothly. We also want to thank the kind rescuer. His kindness has made the world warmer. Do you believe it? The white duck in front of you is participating in a marathon, facing thousands of athletes. The white duck is not afraid at all, even to win. He also flaps his wings to catch up with other athletes. Can he win with his short legs? It turns out that today is the annual marathon. The owner knows his pet is physically healthy. He wants to check whether the white duck can reach the destination or not. After the match starts, the white duck is the first to occupy the track. Other players seem to have been left behind. His owner confidently takes out his phone to record the white duck's running process. Maybe the white duck really has abilities. He has surpassed many competitors with his short but extremely strong legs. On the racetrack, he doesn't forget to stop and interact with fans. I must say that this white duck is really adorable. Facing many fans, he is still elegant and spirited, not shy at all. When he is about to leave, he also says goodbye to his fans, because he wastes too much time stopping midway. Now the white duck doesn't dare to be negligent anymore. If the fan next to him wants to take a photo with him, he also turns a blind eye. Can be said that this white duck is trying his best to be able to win for his master. To win, even love is not needed. The owner spent all night making him a pair of sneakers, so that he can bring glory to his owner. Every minute and every second has passed. Now the white duck no longer cares about his image. It's better to open his mouth wide and gasp, instead of stopping to rest for a moment. For his health, the owner lets him stop and rest for a bit. Unexpectedly, they're already late for the match. The white duck shows that he doesn't give up the fight although he feels tired. His spirit has touched everyone. I must say that the white duck is very good. He doesn't despise himself, because he's just a pet, and his actions have proven one thing. You just need to believe in your own path. It doesn't matter whether it's raining or sunny. That's why you're watching the video. Please give the white duck one like button to encourage him. At the moment, the match has reached a critical stage. The owner is also extremely excited at this time, encouraging the white duck to try his best to reach the destination. The race continues. Perhaps the white duck receives cheers from you, so he becomes even more courageous. Turning through this detour means reaching the finish line successfully. The audience next to him found it hard to believe. Because of the white duck's entry into the race, they all stand on both sides waiting for the moment of the white duck's victory. Although his legs are short, his strong will is not inferior to anyone. The number of players left behind is increasing. If you have such a white duck, do you take good care of him? If you want to share your opinion, then leave it below in the comments section. Perhaps now the white duck has seen the destination ahead. In the blink of an eye, the duck gives his all. He takes a full stride to catch up with the opponent in front of him, even spreads out his powerless wings. This action really makes everyone laugh. Unfortunately, right after reaching the destination, he has yet to catch the number 1 spot, and can only finish second. But for me, he's already a champion, because after all, he is just an animal. So having such results is already very good. Do you agree with my opinion? If there are other opinions, please leave it below in the comments section. The judges have treated him very fairly. They consider the status of the white duck. This is also the first time animals have participated since the competition was organized. So he has introduced a gold medal for animals. The white duck finally succeeds. By his actual actions, he has proven one thing. Everything can be successful. Hopefully later, there will be more animal contestants participating in the competition.